No mai, haere mai. Welcome to the ASB Rugby Awards, where we acknowledge and honour those who have made an outstanding contribution to the 2020 rugby year. And always contributing, these two, Joey Wheeler and Ruby Tui. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Team, we started 2020 like any other, didn't we? Super Rugby season rolled around almost too quickly. We were just getting into the groove of summer. And bang, COVID-19 spread its tentacles around the globe. Sport and life, it seemed, ground to a halt, and we all went into lockdown.
Oh, it was a massive year, massive learning, lots of stuff went on. But what I loved was the resilience, especially of New Zealand. You know, so many countries didn't get to play footy, didn't get to enjoy all these great things. And tonight we're having these awards. I think it's a beautiful time to celebrate. And real quick, Bernie, sorry, I want to start the awards off really early.
An Oscar.
I really want to celebrate Joey, you know.
Oh.
Movember is well and gone, team. It's over. There's no need for it anymore. But look at this, Mo. Just look how beautiful this is.
He's been growing it for years.
2020, there you go, Mo.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, thank you very much. Really honoured to receive this. It's 16 years in the making, this, Mo. Not just a month, but yeah. Oh, in terms of this year, though, what a crazy year it's been. I mean, the lockdowns, to be able to be here alongside you guys without being social distance, it's amazing to meet Elsa and one of the Charlie's Angels. Really honoured to be sharing the stage with you guys. But yeah, crazy to think where we were a few months ago and to where we are now. It's just a testament to everyone's efforts in New Zealand, and to be able to see live footy on our screens and in stadia was something else and really special.
Brilliant, absolutely. A testament, as you say, Joey, to our country that we did the hard yards, and it was New Zealand who gave the world its first taste of live sport and with crowds as we looked to curb the COVID curve. Super Rugby morphed into Super Rugby Aotearoa. We smashed out the Mitre 10, the Wharapama Cup, the Black Ferns and the All Blacks. They all played tests, and it seemed life and sport was back to as it should be.
We're ready for action. It's time to go. The HSBC New Zealand Sevens.
The quest for the dream double at home is complete. New Zealand are Hamilton heroes.
Can't wait to get back into it. It's coming around pretty quick.
A new season means new faces, new focuses, and a completely clean slate.
Pops a lovely ball away to Tukalahi. R&D, oh, that's a brilliant try. It's over. Jody Barrett and the Hurricanes take it at the death. Now Moulmer carving through and in for the try.
Super Rugby is going into a hiatus.
Now, we just played in South Africa. Prime Minister said that they were going to shut the borders.
It will feel like a completely new season. It is really. Super Rugby Aotearoa. None of this would have been possible without the collective determination of New Zealand.
Swung it wide to Brett. Brett kicks in. Oh my God! Oh, they're going to try and drop goal. There you go.
Clark thundering into the 22 and scores the Crusaders. And Super Rugby Aotearoa to the 10 Super Rugby titles that they've won. Fourth in a row.
It's the North and South doing battle here.
Referee, I think, playing advantage again. Ioane kicks out for the wing. Jordan is there. Oh! He's done it! He's done it! A piece of absolute magic! And the South have won!
New Zealanders love their sport, and nothing stirs pride and passion more than provincial rugby.
Welcome into Land Rover Fresh 15 Rugby.
Quick ball, Newton, punching, scoring. Lovely ball, hallelujah. First try for Scott's College.
And Otago Boys High School win the championship in Dunedin.
Jack Jones. Jones, a front rower. What a try. Great tradition of Bledisloe Cup rugby continues. Slings it off to Aaron Smith. Smith reaching, and Aaron Smith, that is sensational.
I don't know whether you want to be kicking to this fellow, because he'll hurt you. He'll hurt you big time. Caleb Clark, pass goes wide to Salvia. He's in. Well, what are we witnessing here?
What's the 2-2 goes off the back. And Ioane scores.
Please join us in congratulating Sam Cane and the All Blacks on their retention of the Bledisloe Cup.
And to be taking on Waikato in the big Wharapama Cup final. the 4th straight year, Canterbury are the Whara Cup champions. It may not have been quite the calendar the Black Ferns had in mind this year. Brooker, the ball out the corner and finished off beautifully by Langi Vionu.
Now Bakatama in space. He does it! Netty for mine!
Your winners, the championship, Hawke's Bay.
He boots it into touch. Spins up. Tasman, back-to-back champions.
But what a way to cap off New Zealand's rugby season, a tribute to the cultures that have given so much to the game in Aotearoa.
Follows the pathway to Paya now into a bit of space. Gets the bounce, pushes the ball back in field. Billy Proctor scores. Wonderful try. Maori All Blacks.
Good evening. In a year when we didn't think we had a lot of rugby, there was definitely some amazing highlights that we've just seen and can certainly be proud of. 2020 has been something else. I don't want to dwell too much on it. After all, this is a celebration. But one thing that we can all be proud of is the tenacity and dedication of our rugby community and the way they came together during tough times. The values of our game shone through this year. We need to acknowledge those in our community game. That is the heart of rugby in New Zealand, the lifeblood and where it all begins. The provincial unions once again worked tirelessly to deliver what was a disrupted season on the field, and their top teams entertained us thoroughly throughout the Mitre 10 Cup and Whara Cup. Super Rugby, it was one for the ages. We kicked off the competition in January this year before the borders closed and the competition abandoned. It was phenomenal work from a large group that ensured that Super Rugby Aotearoa could begin, and the scenes at Eden Park back in June when 40,000 people congregated to watch the Blues and Hurricanes is a moment that will be remembered around the world. It was a tough year for our teams in black, with many programs suspended due to the border closures. Our Sevens teams had the undoubted highlight of both winning the World Series, but also the disappointment of Olympic postponement. The Black Ferns' international schedule was also affected, but their incredible series against the Barbarians was a glimpse of the excitement we can expect in 2021. We have the rugby world descending on New Zealand next year for Rugby World Cup 2021 in what will be truly a special event. Earlier this month, we saw a great display of rugby and culture at the Maori All Blacks versus Moana Pacifica match in Hamilton, which was a real celebration for the rugby community. Ian, Sam and the All Blacks to secure the Tri-Nations was a great achievement, as was seeing the new coaching group and many exciting young players make the step up to test level. We have to also thank our incredible group of partners. Their commitment and support during this year has been wonderful, and we are grateful for those relationships. That includes Sky, who we are incredibly grateful to have worked alongside to deliver this awards show this evening. Congratulations to all of those that will be recognised tonight. You have represented yourselves, your families and teams with excellence in 2020. On behalf of New Zealand Rugby, I'd like to extend warm holiday wishes to all. We hope you and your whānau have a safe and happy summer break. While most of these awards tonight will celebrate achievements on the field, let's take a look back at some of the best off-field memories in 2020.
Wow. Sorry about that.
Yes, lockdown was tough, but it wasn't all bad, was it? We got there. All right, to our first award of the evening, and it's one voted on by you, the fans at home, for the Sky TV Fans Try of the Year. Well, there's nothing like watching a forward bulldoze over the chalk or a back steam the length of the field to find it. In this category, we've had the opportunity to relive and indulge in the very best tries of 2020. Now, I won't lie, there was debate, plenty of debate to find the top 3 touchdowns, but here they are.
Jaden Stock with a late ball. Malili now playing out on the right edge with a kick for himself. Regatas. What a return ball on the outside for Lieutenant Malacia. And now Kurt Baker offloads in the tackle. Another pass of great skill being shown by Hawke's Bay. McClutchy shows the ball on the outside. Now they grab it. It's a foot race. Here comes Formai. Formai, what a try. Yes! Wow! Sensational rugby from Hawke's Bay. Jack Jones. Jack Jones. Jones, a front row. What a try. What an impact he's made from the bench. Jack Jones, a front row, running like a winger.
Going to get kicked out of the club for this. That's a 25-metre line. Shows speed, got the dive, then he gets swamped. But that is passion.
Literally big, strong and fast Jack Jones.
Oh, Rubes, how good was Jack Jones?
Wow.
The big reserve prop just barnstorming 30 metres. I love seeing that. But the passion from his Christ College boys swarming it. Brilliant, wasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Down in Christchurch, you always know when those big games are going down. He really was a jack of all trades, a reserve prop coming on, running faster than you and me put together. That was outstanding. Awesome. Massive congratulations.
Well, that was one of the rivalries that's been going on a long, long time, and that is Christchurch boys versus Christ College. It goes way back and one of the best rivalries in New Zealand rugby.
The rivalry between both teams and colleges is just amazing to be a part of. Every year it just gets fiercer and fiercer, which just means that boys are willing to do anything to win for their team and their college. The try against Boys High, well, Biddy Saar just offloaded to me and I thought, what should I do? So I just thought to myself, just get as close to the line as I possibly can and hold on to the ball.
Jack Jones. Jack Jones! Jones, a front rower! What a try!
From the final whistle, my whole body was just tingling really, just thought this was unreal. When all of the crowd came on, it was just unbelievable and we didn't really think we won.
One of the great best 15 games of all time. It's going to be won by Christ.
Well, our next 2 awards are named in honour of players known for their heart and hard graft. The Dwayne Monkley and the Fia Olfama-Sili medals for outstanding performance in the Mitre 10 Cup and the Farah Palmer Cup. Now, using a 3-2-1 point system, players are awarded points each game, with the Dwayne Monkley medal nominees identified by our Sky commentators. The Fia Olfama-Sili medal nominees are selected by match officials. So the nominees for the Dwayne Monkley medal for 2020 are Caleb Trask, Salisi Rayasi, Folau Fakatava. The nominees for the Fia Olfama-Sili medal are Kendra Coxedge, Stacey Flula, Chelsea Alley. And the winners are Folau Fakatava and Kendra Coxedge.
G'day guys, I've made my way to Wellington to catch up with the Fia Olfama-Sili winner, Kendra Coxedge, and the Dwayne Monkley medal winner, Folau Fakatava. And I'm going to challenge these 2 halfbacks, the best in the business for provincial rugby, to a few skills and drills to see who actually is the best in the business. All right guys, you ready to get into it?
Let's go.
All right lady and lad, we are into our first challenge, passing. You're going to do 5 passes. Every time you hit one, you get a point. Okay, guys, pass 1, go. Oh, Kendra nailed it. Folau nailed it. Too easy. Pass 2. Oh. Oh! Dog act. That's a dog act. Righto, guys. Shot 3. Oh, he's crossed over. They're both crossed over. Brilliant. Righto, last one. Oh, here she is. Ah! It was bootlaces, horrific. Righto, guys, passing challenge is done. I think Kendra just edged you there, mate. Nuggie doesn't have too much to worry about. Right, we're into kicking now. All have got to try, you've got to try land it in that yellow bin over there. Can bounce or can go on the full. Okay. Oh, she's gone with the grubber. Oh! Gave it a chance, gave it a real chance. Tongan tops box. Oh. Has he got enough on it? Oh! Gee whiz. That was, I thought you were in the money there, Lau. Anyway, we're on to our last challenge. And this challenge, I know that you halfbacks take pride in your appearance. So this is the hair shake. Ramen noodle versus the original blondie. That's a wrap, team. My 2 nines, my Dwayne Monkley medalist and my Fio Farmasili winner. Well done, guys, on outstanding seasons for you both. Nuggie's got a little bit to worry about, and I think your number 9 jersey is safe, Kendra. Well done, and enjoy your summer, guys.
The 15s game wrapped up the 2020 season with a physical and emotional match between the Maori All Blacks and a Moana Pacifica team. It was the first step in a dream being realised by the recipient of our next award, the Steinlager Salver Award for Outstanding Contribution to New Zealand Rugby.
Firstly, Sir Brian Williams, congratulations on the Steinlager Salver Award for lifetime contribution to rugby. But I suppose we're back in your home of Mount Albert Grammar, where it all started. How much did this place mould you as the man you are today?
Well, it played a big part in certainly my rugby career. I had a coach at first 15 level, Eugene Cheriton. He introduced weight training. Towards the end of my school career, I was, 84 kgs, and most of the All Black backs at that stage were smaller than that. And I said to him, I think I'm getting too big. He said, you're not getting too big. You're getting fast, you're getting powerful, you're getting strong.
And it enabled you, I suppose, to get that dream that all young Kiwi kids have, and that is of the All Black jersey.
I was 18 or 19, and I remember talking to my dad and one of my brothers, and they were talking about something happening, and this is at the end of 1969, and I said, I'm not going to be here. And they said, well, why? Where are you going? I said, I'm going to South Africa with the All Blacks. So it was a big goal of mine.
You've been known to say that your club is your soul. Can you just touch on how important club rugby is to New Zealand?
Well, it's very important. It's certainly been my heart and soul, and I guess I've put my heart and soul into Ponsonby Rugby. But like any pyramid, the base has to be really strong, and club rugby is the base of New Zealand rugby. It's my home away from home, and Leslie, my wife, says, no, it's not your home away from home, it's your home, and you come to her house for visits.
It's been a rugby way of life all the way through. Our first date was at a Ponsonby Rugby Club social. Our engagement party was at Ponsonby Rugby Club. So it's been a big part of our lives.
Well, to us, he's granddad. He's the guy who is out in the park, taking the kids, playing kicks. He's there for the community. He's out there putting the flags out. He's big on making things happen.
He's loyal. You know, that's one of the things I'm most proud of, I guess. You know, the one club, one province, you know, one country, and then going and helping Samoa too, which is obviously a big part of his and our heritage.
His passion is without bounds. His commitment is huge. He just lives and breathes it, and you know, he's just lucky that our mum, you know, she understands it as well, and she's just been the most awesome supporter too. I think it's nice recognition for what he's done all through his life, and he continues to do it. He's still working on rugby causes.
I've loved the game of rugby, and fortunately it's loved me back. I guess what that has meant is that I have got involved in a lot of different aspects of the game. As you say, the Barbarians Rugby Club. The New Zealand Rugby Foundation is also something dear to my heart. This game is so inspirational and aspirational, and you know, to be honoured in this way is the icing on the cake, really.
The importance of the haka to our rugby, to our nation. Look, it's who we are. You know, it's part of our culture. It's part of, you know, the indigenous people of this country.
I think haka is really important, and for us as New Zealanders, it's what sets us apart from everyone else.
It's us as Kiwis. You do it since you're a little kid at preschool, primary school, all the way up to high school, and everyone knows the haka.
We've got women's teams that are creating their own haka.
As a Maori, for me, doing the haka is about grounding and connecting with my tupuna.
You take out there on the football field is all about you as one, doing the job as one, not as individuals. The haka is part of that language that we sing and entertain and challenge, and it's all about respect more than anything else.
Oh, Rubes, how good's the haka? Every time gets the hairs on the back of the neck standing up, especially the Sevens woman. I saw one fierce lady there. Not looking so fierce today, though.
Yeah, no, thank you, Joe. Looking very dapper yourself. Look, the haka is such a huge important part of New Zealand rugby. You know, people ask what's the secret to New Zealand rugby. It's no secret. They do it right before every game, the All Blacks, Black Ferns, everybody. And I heard even Marlborough Boys.
Of course Marlborough Boys did, and it was a fearsome haka of that. Very, very intimidating.
Another intimidating, iconic figure of New Zealand rugby is, of course, Richie McCaw. Years after retirement, this guy is still winning awards. How good. Just got named World Rugby World Player of the Decade. Pretty surreal achievement. Another person I have to shout out, Portia Woodman, superstar, all right with her jokes as well, scooping up World Rugby Sevens Player of the Decade. Pretty awesome stuff.
Yeah, you're pretty disappointed you missed out. We love to celebrate success here, so let's take a moment to acknowledge the incredible contribution of so many in our great game. I'm never one to argue with the referees, but let's start with those guys, eh?
New Zealand Rugby Referee of the Year. Taranaki referee Paul Williams became the first New Zealand-born referee to control an All Blacks test in 40 years. He controlled the first match of the 2020 Bledisloe Cup series and says his job gives him the best seat in the house.
Not straight. You're binding on the arm.
Investec's Super Rugby Player of the Year. Richie Mo'unga has had yet another scorching year, leading the Crusaders to a fourth consecutive Super Rugby title. The Super Rugby Aotearoa points leader has proven himself throughout the season and has grown into a leadership role. His kicking ability on and off the tee was pivotal to the Crusaders' success.
Carving through and in for the try.
Richard Crawshaw Memorial All Blacks Sevens Player of the Year. Scott Curry has had another stellar year on the HSBC World Seven Series. Selected in 3 tournament dream teams, the veteran is known for his relentless work rate and superb defence. A key factor in the All Black Sevens retaining their world #1 ranking. A future legend in the making.
Scott Curry makes it look easy.
Black Ferns Sevens Player of the Year. Stacey Flula can do it all. Whether it's 15s or 7s, her form this year has been second to none. Crowned 2020 DHL Impact Player of the Year, she's been dazzling crowds all around the world with her pace and shifty footwork. Stacey Flula is your Black Ferns Sevens Player of the Year.
What an athlete, Stacey Flula.
Black Ferns Player of the Year. Chelsea Alley is the epitome of an all-rounder. Strong in contact with the ability to break the line and a decent kicker in hand or off the tee.
Ali ripping it away for New Zealand, brilliant turnover.
She's a respected veteran of the side who leads by example. Ellie continues to contribute to the leadership of the team and the scoreboard. All Blacks Player of the Year. In his first season as All Blacks captain, Sam Cane was a standout for the men in black. Consistently leading the tackle count and displaying a hard physical edge, his commitment was fitting of an All Blacks captain.
Cane, Sam Cane scores!
Highly respected amongst his teammates, Cane provided excellent leadership for the team while navigating them through a difficult season. NZRPA Kirk Award. He's probably more at home potting in the garden these days, but green-thumbed former Crusader and All Black Andy Ellis is remembered for his efforts carving up the park, not grooming one. Named after David Kirk, this is a Players Association award which recognises an outstanding contribution on behalf of fellow professional players on and off the field. Charles Munro Rugby Volunteer of the Year. If it's organising new equipment, involving kids with disabilities into rugby, applying for funding or fundraising, Jane Chamberlain from Waikanai seemingly can do it all. Nominated by the Hora Whenua Kapiti Rugby Union, Jane is the Charles Munro Rugby Volunteer of the Year.
Yes, they're the most important contributors to our game, aren't they? The volunteers. Congratulations to all the winners. And just like we couldn't do it without our volunteers, we couldn't do it without our sponsors. Our next awards are supported by ASB, and we warmly welcome Shane Evans from ASB to the awards. Good to have you. Been one heck of a year, Shane.
It's been a huge year for everyone this year, and we're really proud to sponsor these awards, and in particular focusing on the coaches who have done a wonderful job of keeping the game alive this year.
Indeed. So let's move now to those who crack the whip and call the shots, not the halfbacks, the coaches. Our next awards, the ASB National and New Zealand Coach of the Year accolades. The nominees for National Coach of the Year are Scott Robertson, Andrew Goodman and Clark Dermody, James Semple, Mark Ozich. The nominees for New Zealand Coach of the Year are Ian Foster, Glenn Moore, Clark Laidlaw, Corey Sweeney and Alan Bunting, Clayton McMillan. And the winners are Scott Robertson and Corey Sweeney and Alan Bunting.
Look, it's been quite good surf down home. Well, welcome to my backyard. You obviously have seen a few extensions that I've just sort of made.
Which you guys probably could have a salary cap issue as well.
No, we're not the Blues. And running's pretty addictive.
And that is the end of the evening, it looks like, for Bryn Hall.
Oh, yeah.
The Crusaders, fourth in a row.
For me, it's about our culture. I like to have a lot of player involvement in what we do. We're all wanting the same thing. We all want to reach the top of our sport, and having a player-led environment is important.
Proud moments for the coaching staff, Alan Bunting and Corey Sweeney.
We have a purpose, and it is to leave mana wherever we go, whether that's on and off the field, and there's only one way that we can really know that, and that's what the people say and feel when you've left.
Wow, congratulations. All from the Bay of Plenty too, might I add. Razor, you had some pretty big names in your category. How does it feel to be here?
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's good to reflect on a year, and just like to congratulate the other nominees, Andrew and Clark, and obviously Mark and James as well, for great seasons they had with their teams.
The Super Rugby Aotearoa, it got New Zealand talking, it got the world talking. Yeah. Were you a little bit nervous to just have the other New Zealand teams in your conference, or did you know you had it in the bag?
Oh, you never know you had it in the bag as such, but I just think the hype and the quality of the rugby and the ability to have to back up week after week, it was as close as you can get to a test match.
And if I move to you, Alan Bunting and Corey Sweeney, you had some big names in your list too. I think GM will be a little bit gutted there, but what does this mean to you guys?
Yeah, it's a huge acknowledgement for a team that's performed really well consistently for a period of time. But I think it's an acknowledgement of a great group of people, players, management, and a leader of our programs.
Obviously, difficult year for everybody. How did you guys handle that?
What we do is challenging. We play World Cups. That's our competition, and it's tough. The most important thing for us in that sort of environment is your care and connection and your trust, and your culture. So focusing on that's been really important this year to sort of bring everyone through.
And Razor, if I come back to you, these guys are in the women's space, but the Crusaders have such a huge name, not just in New Zealand, but around the world. We travel to countries and everyone's got the Crusaders top on. How do you connect these guys and get such superstar X-Factor players to buy in to that Crusaders legacy?
Yeah, good question, Deep. We'll get you the couch and lie down for a couple of hours on that one. But, look, firstly, I just want to say I'm really proud to lead the organisation. A lot of thank yous to the senior leadership guys, and just the general players just buying in and committing like the girls do to your culture. We have a lot of history and we draw on it. It inspires us and unites us as a group to do some more powerful things. We aspire, all my players, my goal is for them to become All Blacks and achieve their goals. So we dig pretty deep.
Now, not many people probably know this, but Bunce and Corey actually went to school together. How's it been working alongside? It's pretty much a dream job to co-coach with one of your best mates. What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been amazing. If I think back at when we were either at high school or primary school and we thought that we would be where we are now, then, we wouldn't have believed it. But, sometimes, it's a bit of a challenge putting up with them. It's been 30 years in the making almost. But, no, it's amazing, and I think it is a special thing to be able to coach alongside one of your best mate, and to do that successfully has been awesome.
Wow, beautiful words, amazing coaches. Congratulations, guys.
Oh, I can't believe Razor didn't bust out some moves. We were denied during the super season, weren't we? It's just going to waste. Well, our next trophy has been awarded to some of the greatest players of the game. Waka Nathan, Sid Going, Buck Shelford, Zin Zanbrook, and more recently, Aaron Smith and Sarah Hirini. The Tom French Memorial Cup has been awarded annually since 1949 to the Maori Player of the Year. The nominees for the Tom French Memorial Maori Player of the Year award are Ash Dixon, Stacey Flula, Aaron Smith. And we're thrilled to announce that the winner of this award is a man who's come off a blistering Mitre 10 Cup for Hawke's Bay, and before that, a standout season for the Highlanders. He's captained the Māori All Blacks since 2016 and leads by example on and off the field. Where he goes, the troops will follow. Congratulations to this year's recipient of the Tom French Cup, Ash Dixon.
Ash, well, obviously, as you can see, he's a bloody awesome leader. He's strong, humble.
Ash Dixon, try scoring machine.
Everything he does on the field is pretty much what he does off the field.
Just around his standards and his work ethic of 32 and 250 first-class games, man, he just keeps bringing it at training, never shirks his workload.
And he's a proud Māori too, which is awesome. So you need someone who's proud of who they are and especially proud of being a Māori.
Oh, congratulations, Ash, the Māori Player of the Year. How good is that? How do you feel?
Yeah, a bit humbled, to be honest, Joey. Never one to chase milestones like this, but something that I'm obviously incredibly proud of, and I'm nothing here without my teammates. So I guess this is a representation of the teams that I get to play for with the Highlanders, Hawke's Bay and the Māori, so I'm really honoured and truly stoked.
This year it's been one out of the box for you. You've been touted as a potential All Black. What's made it so special?
No, I think it's just doing the simple things well. I think as you get older, you get a bit wiser and you understand what works for you and what doesn't. And then as you keep playing professional footy, you understand how your routine and your week looks like. And I've just, I think, managed over this career to really nail what my week looks like for me with whatever team I get to play for. And to be honest, I'm just enjoying my footy. I get to play with some great players. And, there were certain times this year where probably footy was a no-go and we're looking down the barrel there for a bit. But to be given the chance to be out there playing footy, I'm just grateful and really stoked that something like this has come up.
In terms of your leadership, you lead Hawke's Bay, the Highlanders, and also your Māori All Blacks. It seems to get the best out of you in terms of your playing. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest, Joey. I've just obviously been given the keys a bit to a couple of teams, and I guess, the best thing about it is we get aligned as quickly as we can with coaches, and the coaches know that I'll come in with a few things and we'll challenge each other, but make sure that, that competitive tension's on the same wavelength when we leave that meeting. And, at times, I guess, that we do come out of there. It's been a bit heated, but all my job is really do the best for the team, for the boys, and some of the young boys will come and speak to me what they're after and, what they're trying to do with their careers, and I put that into a team aspect and make sure that, those guys can have a chance to really develop, and along with the coaching group, to make a team culture that's awesome and competitive and an enjoyable environment.
In terms of your family, I know you're a big family man. How excited were they to hear that you'd won the Māori Player of the Year?
Yeah, they were pumped, to be fair.
Bozzy doing cartwheels?
Yeah, my young fella, he's right into it, and he's mentioned to me he wants to be famous, so I'm sure he'll probably want to try get a photo or two with us and try to take it to school, so we'll see how that goes.
And what's next for you, mate? Obviously a summer break and then into it with the Highlanders?
Yeah, a bit of time off, to be fair. Looking forward to getting out on the water a bit of spearfishing, a bit of diving, and hopefully a bit of fishing too.
Stay away from those protected areas?
Yeah, and I'll stay well out of those, Yeah, I'll be looking to do that and a bit of family time, Joey, just make sure the brain's ready to go next round.
Oh, congratulations once again, and thoroughly well deserved. I speak from everyone in New Zealand Rugby. We've loved watching you this year and loved your work, bro. So, kia ora. Well done, brother.
Kia ora, bro.
Congratulations, Ash. Well, if you've ever wondered what it's like to face an All Black line out or the Haka, now you can. The All Blacks experience in Auckland shows just what it takes to make, shape and be an All Black. It's a collaboration between New Zealand Rugby and Ngāi Tahu Tourism, who have created a state-of-the-art interactive experience. So we sent along our big kid, Joey and Camo, to take a look.
Camo.
Welcome, Joey.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Kia ora. Nice to have you on All Black experience. Yeah. Quest to become an All Black, son.
I know, never quite made that boat. Yeah, never quite made that boat, mate. But what is this all about? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's just sharing, mate, what it is like, the values, I guess, the history, the story, the making, shaping and being, and the legacy of the All Blacks and the people who have worn the black jersey. Okay, Joe, a couple of things. Our manawa is this flowing river. Every All Black that has ever worn the jersey, their name, their number is represented here as it flows 160 metres long. So this is shaping. So this is where we kind of learn to, I don't know, how do you handle the anxiety and the stress of playing for the All Blacks, those expectations? So how do you kind of calm that down? And Anton Lena Brown's going to give us a little game that I want you and I to have a go at.
Yeah. Sort of pick that up.
Oh no. 105 plays 125.
Does that mean that shape's quite...
That's a generation thing, right? Has to be. What I want people to experience when they look inside this All Black sheds is often one of just nervous energy and calmness. We want you to be composed, you're an All Black. And it's that moment there that we're about to experience now, Joey, walking down the tunnel, that I think we've captured brilliantly here at All Black Experience.
Let's go. This is like the tunnel. If I had the opportunity to do that, it would have been so special. But to face it, which felt very, very real, was something else.
So we come out of the Haka experience, which the hearts are still racing, right? But we get to enjoy this area called Step Up, where we get to learn from some of the best in the business about passing, throwing to line out, kicking, some agility. So while you bet me in the computer game, I'll take you on at passing. One last challenge.
Okay, mate. Right in the bread basket.
117 points. $93, which is why you win All Black.
Yeah, probably right, Carlo. I'll leave again disappointed.
Let's go and see if we can find 902. wish you had been one, Joey. I wish I was a selector at the time. But hey, you never know, man.
Thank you so much for taking me through, and I absolutely loved it. I'm going to go back and work on my passings. You never know. Might still be a chance, eh?
No, but that's a good idea. You go walk.
Okay, here we are. ASB Rugby Club with some of my little mates. I need to start with you, bro. Can you talk to me about your haircut? When you walked up to the barber, did you say, this is what I want? Did you have a picture, or is this your own inspiration?
It's my own inspiration.
Oh. Is that dyed or is that natural? Bit of sun, lemon juice.
Oh, I dyed it.
You dyed it? Home job or?
No, my auntie.
Is she your favourite auntie?
I don't know. I don't know.
I want to hear favourite All Blacks.
Whatchamacall?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a legend. What about you?
You.
Me?
Nah, jokes.
Oh. There's this, like, he's a pretty good player. He plays for the Chiefs, but, like, his name's Angus Darvell. Is that anyone's favourite player? Do you know who he is?
It's itching my thing.
Oh, you got an itchy head? You always got an itchy head? Are you guys in the TikTok world? Oh, if you do TikToks, hands up. I want to see the hands up. I think we need to see a TikTok. Oh. Hey. I heard there might be an undefeated team back here. Is that right?
Yes.
And I heard when you guys play the boys, you thrash them. I've been asking heaps of questions. Now you guys can ask me some questions.
How do you feel about losing to Tasman?
Mum and Dad, come and get this guy out right now. Your favourite team you clap the most, okay? Highlanders. The Hurricanes. And now, your favourite, the Chiefs. Woo! Bring it, woo!
What gym do you go to?
What gym?
Yeah. Do you even go to the gym?
Okay, I'm just gonna pretend like that didn't happen over there. I just want to thank you guys for letting me come in, having a chat. So we'll just finish on a, and we'll just clap. Finish it, okay? Yeah. Hey, there it is.
Oh, how good, Rubes. The TikToks.
ASB Rugby Club honestly produces some of the best times and the best players. Caleb Clark, Ioane brothers, Lindy Tunu, Charmaine McMenamin. Can't think of anyone else.
Yeah, I can't. Ruby Tui for the Phillies.
Mate,
Right, brilliant. But how good was that? The honesty from the kids.
Oh, how
Throwing Gus under the bus.
Angus, you know,
Brilliant.
he's a hard worker, but he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah.
Talking about funny guys, can you catch this, Joey?
Oh, what's that? Whoa!
We're on,
yeah.
Brennan. You're on.
Those moves are scary. Hey, what is scary is the fact I'm going to volunteer you for that gig with Gus.
And I look forward to it. TikTok me up, Elsa.
Oh, scary, scary. All right, well, COVID threw us plenty of curveballs in 2020, didn't it? But we were thankful and grateful that 5 New Zealand teams were able to assemble and create their own Super Rugby competition in Aotearoa. Our national teams also had a taste of international competition, albeit limited, but we feasted on what scarce global offerings there were. So, to the Adidas National and New Zealand Team of the Year. The nominees for the National Team of the Year are Crusaders, Hawke's Bay, Canterbury Women, Tasman. The nominees for New Zealand Team of the Year are the All Blacks, Black Ferns, All Black Sevens, Black Fern Sevens, Maori All Blacks. And the winners for 2020 are Tasman and Black Fern Sevens.
But why, when you can glide through a gap like that, stepping, sprinting.
What a year he's having! Look at them in the coach's box. Look at that elation. Fins up.
I'm not saying that you don't grind, but I grind harder.
She's got Saili Broughton goes herself. Broughton is in.
Crazy off the left. 2 times off the left. Oh, she is the dancing queen.
Lovely footwork, Tyler Nathan Wong.
Saili to put a bow on it for New Zealand. New Zealand once more in Dubai.
They go back to back from the desert in Dubai to the beaches of Cape Town.
Sarah Hirini does it again with the New Zealand women.
Wow, massive congratulations. I'm very honoured to have these 2 teams here with me. I'll start with Tasman Mako. Andrew and David, massive season for you guys. 2 on the trot. What does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, I think it's more our region. It was pretty special to go 1 and get our maiden one last year, and to get this one is even more special.
How does this happen? Is it just the captain? Is it just the coach? What does it come down to?
I think it's a combination for us over the last couple of years, but especially this year. We had a outstanding leadership group, hard-working management and coaching team that made it an enjoyable place for the boys to turn up to every day.
This year obviously was different. It was really different, but you still came away with the win. What did you have to do different to get everybody, on the same pages to come through at the championship?
By the time we got to Mitre 10 Cup, the COVID stuff had kind of eased a little bit, so we were lucky to connect over Zoom a little bit during that stage. And as I say, when the boys came back from their Super Comp, they were really energised to get back to Nelson.
Definitely, and Ellen, you guys are down there in Tauranga, Moana, centralised as a program. Do you guys work with the men's at all, or is it just wahine toa all day?
Oh, massively. Just probably acknowledge all the other national teams. Everyone works really hard, and certainly honoured to receive this award. But our All Blacks men team equally successful, and they work really hard also, and they've supported us through this time, which we're hugely grateful for, and massive thank you to Clark and the team.
In the women's game, how do you integrate with non-professional players, non-professional programs when Sevens is the only professional option for women?
Yeah, I think at times it's hard for that development stage, and it's showing in our team at the moment. Our girls are getting younger and younger. Ruby are feeling a little bit old now, eh? But but it was awesome to be able to have the Red Bull Night series a couple of weeks ago to showcase for these young girls to showcase themselves in front of our coaches, but then get to play alongside or against the contracted girls. And there's some younger girls who are definitely pushing for spots at the moment, and I think the more we can have tournaments like that are competitive, that are creating good matchups, and I think our team will keep thriving as best we can.
Well, massive congratulations. Anybody else you'd like to thank helped you get to where you are today?
I reckon all our families, families and friends, without them, we just can't do what we do. We spend a lot of time away, and just our heart goes out to our family and friends.
Just to our region and Marlborough and Nelson, thank you for getting behind us for the last couple of weeks. It's been huge, and especially the last couple of years, we really don't miss your support. So without them, it's not possible. So thank you very much for their support.
Good, Nelson College boys. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations. Bernie, some superstars. We're finished here. Back to you.
Thanks, Ruby. Thanks, team. And that brings us to the big one, the Kelvin R. Tremaine Memorial Player of the Year Award. Now, to be nominated for this award, players must consistently demonstrate outstanding qualities of performance, leadership, and the ability to function at optimum levels under extreme pressure. This is our final award of the evening. The Kel Tremaine Memorial Player of the Year is Sam Cane.
A magic moment for new captain Sam Cane.
First time that Sam Cane has captained the All Blacks. He's going to blindside it off. He goes, Sam Cane puts the head down. The All Black captain over the top of the ball.
lobs the pass away to Kane. Sam Kane scores!
Congratulations, Sam. All those qualities we mentioned, the judges see in you. A nice way to end the year with acknowledgement of your contribution. You've done the mahi this year, Sam.
Thank you, Bernadine. Yeah, it is a nice way to end the year. It's been a big year. It's been a challenging year, so to receive this award is a massive honour.
Well, Sam, there have been some pretty incredible names win this trophy. What does it mean now that your name's going to be etched in the history books alongside them?
Yeah, there's certainly been some absolute greats of New Zealand rugby win this trophy in the past, so very proud. I know my family will be proud too. You know, I can only do my job if the other boys are chipping in and doing theirs too, so, but yeah, very humbled to receive it.
Well, as you say, Sam, it's been a tough year, and you've had the challenge of leading teams in the most unusual COVID-dominated time. What's been the biggest test for you as a player and also as a captain this year?
I think it was challenging having a little bit of Super Rugby, then we had lockdown, then back into Super Rugby Aotearoa, and all the uncertainty around where the Rugby Championship was going to be played. Once we got to Aussie, it's very rare for us to play 4 tests against the same opposition. Play so many tests in a short amount of time, sort of reminded me of a World Cup.
Sam, if you could pluck out a highlight for 2020, what would it be for you?
Oh, without doubt, 3rd test against Aussie in Sydney when we got to secure the Bledisloe Cup and lift that up. That was a massive highlight.
All right, you're back in the Tron. Summer is ahead. Only a few short weeks until it all begins again. It's going to roll around pretty quick. What are your plans for the break?
We're having Christmas at home this year at our place, so the family's coming around on the 23rd, so we're having a few days at home, catching up with everyone. Really looking forward to that, and then spend a lot of January over in the Mount too, which would be cool. A little bit of fishing and golf.
And thank you, Sam, All Black captain. Enjoy your break. You've certainly earned it. Sam Kane, the 2020 Kelvin R. Tremaine Memorial Player of the Year.
Please join us in congratulating Sam Kane and the All Blacks on their retention of the Bledisloe Cup.
Oh, so great to see Sam Kane rewarded for his efforts. I think he's earned the Purple Heart for bravery, considering the year he's had.
Oh, he has, and he got questioned during Super Rugby Aotearoa around him being the All Blacks captain, but he answered all those critics with outstanding performance during the Tri-Nations and Rugby Championships, Rubes.
Absolutely, and I think as a Kiwi it's so exciting when there's a brand new All Blacks captain. Everybody wants to know who it is, how good they're going to go, and I think he was great.
Great year to finish for Sam Kane. What about you? Highlight for the year?
Oh, there's been so many. The rugby road trip, Tasman winning the premiership back-to-back, but the number one for me was Highlanders bringing back the old Highlander song.
Oh,
absolutely brilliant.
Please don't sing it.
Brilliant.
Ruby, your highlight.
Before Joe gets going, yes, the Black Ferns playing the New Zealand Barbars, that was awesome, never before done. But I think has to be number one, Ponsonby Phillies winning the Coleman Shield, Club Women's Rugby for Auckland champions, first time in 27 years.
Oh,
brilliant,
nice.
Brilliant. All right, warm congratulations to all our winners for 2020. 12 months like no other. It was the year we learnt to distance from each other yet stay connected. We incorporated new phrases into our vocab like ISO, bubble, zooms, flattening the curve, and for some, they mastered the art of lockdown loaf. No names.
Still sitting
No
up.
names. The biggest takeaway surely though for rugby fans, we got our fix. And by realising what you miss when you don't have it, it reignited our love affair with rugby. Please be nicer to us 2021. See you soon. Mā te wā.
None of this would have been possible without the collective determination of New Zealanders. God, let's get it on at Eden Park. He'll hurt you! He'll hurt you big time! Thundering into the 22!
Jones, a fun roll!
Jordan is there! Oh, boy! He's got his kid sensational!
Tomkinson! Can you believe it?
Spain! The Huskins take it at the death!
Canterbury, a Farah Haka Cup champion.
Enjoy filling it up with a few fizzes. Here we go.